Yo, check it out, I gotta speak the truth about the hardest working small channel in the crypto.
Gary Gensler slams crypto again, but says Bitcoin is different. Welcome back to the Cryptofather channel. Today is the 15th of January. I've got a bit of a cold, which kind of sucks because it's weird to talk. It feels like I've got cotton stuck in my throat. Anyway, this morning we're going to start with a look at crypto market. We'll have a look at the charts and then, of course, take a look at what Trump is going to do and a bunch of other articles in the crypto world. So make sure to smash up the likes on this video if you haven't done so yet. A lot of people don't, so do it now. Subscribe to the channel and, of course, stick around till the very end of the video. Crypto market is presently at $3.5 trillion, which is just a little bit up from yesterday. The difference is about $50 billion since yesterday. I think we were at 3.49 or something. Silly like that. $151 billion in trading volume. Bitcoin presently at $96,000. Ethereum at 3,224. I saw a funny tweet yesterday, somebody claiming that Ethereum is a stable coin because it maintained the same price of $3,126 or so for the past years since 2022, and they had listed the months during which Bitcoin was the exact same price and called it a stable coin. Funny. BNB 697, Solana 187, Cardano still below $1, Sui below $5, Toncoin. There's some news coming up from Toncoin, so stick around for that. And Litecoin at $101. Meowcoin is pumping, it's in the green, it's up 5.7%. All is right with the world again. Market cap is at 747.655. Ethereum is still waiting to break out. Ethereum is still in this strange trend. It maintains all the levels that we talked about in the past on this channel. It hasn't broken above this resistance right here at $4,100, and it's presently toying with the supports at $3,130. The candle bounced right off this thing. I made a red line, a yellow line here, but basically on the Fibonacci retracement here too, Ethereum bounced right off of it, which is why I placed this line here, because in case I somehow erase the fib retracement, we'll have this yellow line because that's a good point of support, because it did appear on the fib retracement line. So we'll keep that here, and I guess we're gonna have to wait for Ethereum to do something, because right now it's not doing anything. We're still below the 24% discount line between the 50 and 25% discount, so we're still in a good zone for Ethereum. It's still a good buy opportunity. Bitcoin has formed this filibuster of a candle right here, huge wick and no body. Basically, actually there were three of them, two in a red and one in a green, and right now Bitcoin's pushing towards the 98,000. It looks like, so Bitcoin has basically formed this channel here, and it's trending per se. If we see Bitcoin go back up to 98,000 or 100,000 even, and then retrace back down to 90, we'll be certain. It'll be a certainty that we're in a channel. So we're gonna have to see what's going to happen over the next couple of days. We'll see what's going to happen over the week. The last week we had Monday through Monday, 2 weeks ago pump, last week dump. Maybe this week we'll see a pump, or maybe it's going to be a mix. We're going to have to wait and see. I was looking for patterns, hoping that it's not true. This kind of looked like a head and shoulders pattern, but I guess there are other troughs in between. There's this one here and this one here, this candle, so I'm not sure if that's an applicable pattern. Maybe we could go from here to here and here, but this would have nullified it. So nevertheless, this is where Bitcoin's at. So Gary Gensler is departing the SEC. He's gone, he's finished. And while he's still complaining about cryptocurrencies and says that there are plenty of bad actors, he does seem to have changed his stance on Bitcoin, and he did separate Bitcoin from the rest of the cryptos. In an appearance on CNBC's Squawk Box, Gensler said that he believes Bitcoin is still a risky bet, but the leading cryptocurrency could morph into a different type of asset as financial markets participants worldwide trade Bitcoin in a similar fashion to precious metals like gold. The quote basically said, "I think that Bitcoin is a highly speculative, volatile asset, but with 7 billion people around the globe, 7 billion people want to trade it just like we have gold for 10,000 years. So Gensler seems to have changed his tune on Bitcoin. He can't obviously switch entirely to find favor with the upcoming new president, but he did distinguish Bitcoin from the rest of crypto, which is an interesting twist on his overall stance on crypto. AI agents are the new talk of the town, and some say that it's going to be the new big narrative this year, 2025. Some say that it's going to be rife with scams, and both, I assume, will be true. There certainly will be scams, plenty of them, related to AI agents, because it is the new kid on the block and everybody wants a piece of it. Already at the beginning of 2025, people were screeching about AI agents and the importance. My buddy told me about agents way before agents were a thing. He was already clued in on that, so here they are. Elisa Labs, the developer behind AI16Z, has published a white paper outlining a vision for Web3 native artificial intelligence agents. The Web3 AI project set on January 14th. Basically, just to step back, for those who aren't familiar with agents, what are AI agents? So we know AI, ChatGPT, and all that stuff, things that the thing that's supposed to make life easier. The idea behind agents is to have programmable managers, so to speak, that will take care of your agent, of your AI needs. So agents would be the managers of your wishes and desires. They're the genies in a lamp. You provide them with what you want, and the agents will go scour the web and do the work for you. Basically, that would be the idea behind agents on a personal level. On a larger level, I guess agents could take care of a lot more. I had a discussion with a student of mine in which we were talking about economics and how agents could potentially be responsible for things like managing websites that would track the inflow of taxes, of income tax. We're talking about income tax and the unnecessary sizable governments that collect massive amounts of taxes. And so AI agents could be in charge of things like websites or the infrastructure that would monitor the inflow of taxes into governmental bodies, and then the outflow of those taxes in the direction of spending, ideally for the improvement of society, for the improvement of infrastructure and other necessary things like healthcare and whatnot. But agents could be in charge of managing the inflow of taxes and basically letting people know exactly how much money is going into governments, and so that there is no excuses for, you know, government official to say, we don't know where it went, we lost it, you gave us a bunch of money and now we don't know where it went, you know. So there's no misappropriation of taxes, no misappropriation of funds. AI agents could be in charge of things like that, to monitor the exact flow of money between, that is shifting hands between the population paying taxes and the governments stealing the taxes from us and then losing most of it. The 20-page document details AI16Z's AI agent toolkit, Elisa, which aims to serve as an agentic framework that can seamlessly integrate Web3 applications into AI agent functionalities. Elisa is designed to support AI agents capable of reading and writing blockchain data, interacting with smart contracts, and much more. Ultimately, Elisa Labs expects to give rise to Web3 native AI agents capable to autonomously analyzing data and executing trades. Individual investors are in dire need of a system to help manage their portfolios and conduct intelligent operations and trades. This is the world that we're turning towards. Agents basically taking care of everything. That's the idea behind it. So instead of doing the trading on your own, you would have an agent collecting all the data and doing all the analysis and quite possibly executing the trades themselves, or at least provide traders or anybody who's interested in trading with the insights on what the best trades could be. And so the question is, with all of that wisdom and all of that knowledge, if there are, you know, if they're all to be, I mean, not everybody can be a winner. That's the idea of a market. Some people are winners because some people are losers, right? Every time there is a sale, there must be a buy, and vice versa. ZachXPT, however, not happy with AI agents. On-chain detective ZachXPT slams AI agent tokens, calls 99% scams, and most likely highly possible that 99% of them are scams. So his stance is that 99% of AI agent tokens are scams, and the AI agent wrapper grifts are probably worse than other past trends, to be honest, because at least meme coins promise nothing, whereas AI coins try to LARP as much as possible to appear legit to unsuspecting buyers, he said. Additionally, there'll also be, in addition to the tokens that claim to be, that are AI tokens, legitimate tokens, and just simply aren't good, there will also be plenty of scams that are just flat out scams, and will have people aping in on them and losing their money because they just buy the wrong tokens. ZachXBT's remarks align with findings from a recent survey of Solana ecosystem founders, which revealed widespread skepticism about the utility of AI agents. As Ben in Crypto reported, most Solana developers see AI agents as overhyped. I myself was a little bit curious about the sudden hype, and I think of AI agents, and I think it's just the need to fill a void. So we've had narratives come and go, and this year I think a lot of people were looking for a new narrative, and AI agents seemed like a good bet. I personally don't think that AI agents are the narrative. It always struck me as odd to hear so much about AI agents all of a sudden. I think DePin Projects will be the new narrative because, or at least it will be a narrative. And I think AI agents will certainly play a role, but I'm not sure that they will or even should be a main narrative for this year. And so just like ZachXBT expresses concerns about the inflated promises of AI agent tokens, we will see massive pumps on these projects. Market caps will go crazy insane in the 2025 bull run. And then once the bear market hits, these projects will simply disappear. And the people who will have invested and held on to their diamond hand pockets will lose all of their money, and these tokens will lose 90 to 95% of their value. So be very, very careful about that. I would say this might be a very easy way of making money, investing into some AI agent tokens, but be certain to get rid of all of that before the end of the bull market, because these tokens will most likely crash to nothing, particularly with just simply based on the fact that most projects in their first year don't do very great. Even if they do have a proposal, even if they do have, a working project, in a first year of development, it's not going to be a very, very good one. And if any project is supposed to have longevity, it'll have to work for longer than a year. So the hype will certainly drive price of the tokens way up into the sky without an actual underlying value. It'll just be pure hype, and then once the hype dies down, so will the price of the token, and they will plummet down. Despite the criticism, however, not everyone in crypto space shares the negative stance. Haseb Kirsch, the founder of Dragonfly Capital, has predicted that a surge in AI agents adoption by 2025. He believes these agents will streamline tasks like trading, data aggregation, and governance voting, making them indispensable and decentralized ecosystems. Furthermore, a recent B in Crypto analysis of top crypto trends for 2024 highlighted AI agents as a key driver of innovation. Experts predict that by next year, AI agents could handle over 80% of blockchain transactions, transforming industries like DeFi, NFTs, and supply chain management. These optimistic forecasts suggest that while scams exist, the underlying technology holds transformative potential. So there is good, the bad, and the ugly is the end of the bull run. So whatever the case may be, whether the AI agents will succeed or they will fail, one thing stands true. The bear market is coming, and the best time to make profits is now. Whether these projects are going to be successful in the future or not is irrelevant. Get out of them, make some money, get out of them, sell it all at the end of the bear market, and then wait for the dip to rebuy back in. And then in the bear market is the best judge of the project's success and future potential. If a project is doing well during the bear market, if the price is, and they continue working on their projects, because that's where projects lose all of their money or most of their money. In the bear market, when projects are making money, everybody's sitting on their hands, and the true value of any project is tested during a bear market when there is no capital flowing in. Because if they haven't managed to garner any capital during the trough of the bull market, then the bear market will be a hard time. And most projects, if they didn't manage to secure enough capital during the bull market, then the bear market will be basically a determining time for whether the project continues, lives or dies. Bank of England takes next step to CBDC exploration with digital pound lab. So the Bank of England has been shunning Bitcoin for a long time. I watched a very interesting podcast about the Bank of England, about England in general, and how big England stands against Bitcoin. Yet, Bank of England is looking to launch CBDCs, and that's going to be interesting. Will they force it down the throats of the British public? The Bank of England launches the Digital Pound Lab, exploring CBDC to complement cash and foster innovation in the UK payments ecosystem. The initiative aims to create a public-private platform to modernize payments and assess the feasibility of introducing a digital pound in the UK. Jerome Powell made a statement just recently in an interview, basically saying that the Fed has flooded the market with tons of cash. And so he himself said that most of the money that is generated by the Fed is digital money already. So most of the dollars that are being added to the economy are in digital form, and of course on top of that they print a little bit of cash. So the amount of cash that is in circulation is a lot smaller than the actual total money supply that is being given out, that is being added to the economy. Basically all money is digital anyway, and this is almost like an attempt to rebrand it into what exactly is unclear. But I guess the idea of a CBDC would be to get rid of cash entirely and switch over to a system that is 100% digital. And I'm not sure that this will pan out for them. I'm not sure that people are going to be willing to give up their cash, despite the fact that cash can be inconvenient at times. It is king, because cash is what we have, and there is, if I purchase something from you, there is no middleman. I have the cash and I give it to you. The only problem with cash is, of course, that it loses value, which is not an inherent problem to the cash, but rather the system that has introduced it, which continues to add digital money to the overall money supply, and therefore, deflating the value of cash overall. But I mean, there is just paper that has been assigned a value, a monetary value, based on our needs. I mean, there is no gold, no other assets that support that back it. And President-elect Trump expected to sign pro-crypto executive order on first day of presidency. Man, this is going to be huge. The things that are taking place. President-elect Donald Trump could potentially sign off on crypto-friendly regulations via an executive order on his first day of in the office, according to a new report from the Washington Post. Trump has been making a lot of strange statements, and I read somebody's comment. Basically, Trump has only one term in office. He can't run for another one because he already did one. So this is his final one. He's got 4 years to stir the pot and make as many changes as he possibly can. I guess he wants to go out with a bang because it's Trump. He's a winner. So we're probably going to see a lot of stuff happening, and he's going to take charge and make sure that the things that he promises, at least, I mean, yeah, if he wants to make a name for himself, then he should make sure to do the things that he promised to do. According to a person involved with the conversations, Trump's incoming crypto czar, David Sachs, and other insiders have been working with crypto leaders. Are we not aware of the fact that czars were Russian dictators? And anyway, David Sachs is aiming to create a legislative strategy that could end unfair treatment of the industry by banks and regulators. According to the Washington Post, Trump could sign an executive order to address the issue of debanking, the political shutting down of crypto firms' banks' accounts, as well as repeal Staff Accounting Bulletin, the government's policy guideline that requires companies to list digital assets as liabilities on their balance sheet. The Trump team has made it very clear that this is a priority, so it looks like they are really gunning for the adoption of crypto, and so that's going to change the entire economic scene. Not just for the USA, but for the world as well, because once this happens, once this takes hold in the States, other countries will follow, and we're going to see some massive adjustments. I mean, 2025 will be an interesting year for sure. Fund Foundation plans US expansion. With everything that's happening in the States, they're looking to expand in the States. Ton Foundation seeks US expansion amid growing crypto-friendly environment. See, a lot more businesses might begin to turn to the USA because, let's be honest, like the States is the mecca of business growth. A lot of businesses love being growing in the States. And the only reason why they move out of States is when things get unfriendly. So crypto has been driven out of the States to other nations. But now, since the USA will begin to take a different stance on crypto, I could see a lot more businesses moving back to the States and growing companies there. Telegram-related blockchain platform The Open Network plans to extend its operation networks in the USA. And Thailand is making crypto moves. Former Thai PM urges stablecoin adoption and online gambling legalization to boost economy. Thailand has always been an interesting place. They legalized marijuana usage. I think it was the first one right before Canada or during the same time. Now or at least the former PM is suggesting that Thailand should allow crypto usage so that people can lose their money gambling away. Whatever the case may be, if that's legalized, then of course this will sweep through the banks. It will have to be an intrinsic part of the economy, because if using crypto for gambling is legalized, then of course tourists will have to have access to cryptocurrencies, and they would have to be able to exchange their cryptocurrencies for Thai baht. So banks will have to be involved, and so that would change the entire regulatory network in order to allow cryptocurrencies, and I don't know if all, but certainly some like Bitcoin and whatever other ones for public use. Advocating for cryptocurrency adoption, Thaksin urged regulators to allow stablecoin trading, calling them a low-risk asset that could expand Thailand's financial ecosystem here. Suggested using Phuket as a testing ground for crypto payments, further positioning the country as a hub for digital innovation. And the JP Morgan CEO insists that Bitcoin has no intrinsic value, but his company continues to add Bitcoin. I saw a tweet somewhere basically saying, repeating Jamie Dimon's stance on Bitcoin, who is very anti-crypto, but at the same time, JP Morgan purchasing Bitcoin, which is a double standard and makes no sense. Bitcoin itself has no intrinsic value, Dimon told correspondent Lashley Stahl. However, while maintaining his critical stance, Dimon conceded that people are free to invest in Bitcoin if they wish, likening the choice to personal habits like smoking. You have the right to do it, but that doesn't mean it's good for you, he added. My stance on this is, don't listen to these fools. Banks are late. Banks are just salty that they did not find out about crypto, that they did not find out about Bitcoin and its value, didn't understand its value sooner. Banks are in control of the money supply. They want to be in control of the money supply, and anytime that something comes up that is not in the realm of finances and is outside of the grasp of the banks, obviously that doesn't sit right with them. And so Bitcoin is one such thing. And these people think they can't sleep at night when they think about the fact that they could have had made millions and billions of dollars simply by purchasing some Bitcoin in 2017, during the time when they were shunning it heavily. You know, they could have bought Bitcoin for $4,000 and now it's at $90,000. They would have made millions. They can't sleep at night. And so this is why they cannot change their stance. Just like Jamie Dimon, he can't change his stance on Bitcoin right now, because that would lead him probably to jump off a cliff somewhere face first. So this is why he continues his stance on Bitcoin, and he will most likely never change it. That's the rundown for today's news. Make sure to smash the like, subscribe to the channel. Remember, not your keys, not your crypto. So do yourself a favor and pick up a Descent wallet right here, a biometric wallet that kicks ass. It's the only biometric wallet that keeps the thieves away. The only way you can log into it is by, using your thumb or your finger or whatever you want to push against the biometric display. And it also has a display, connects to your mobile phone, and stores over 3,000 different cryptocurrencies and the wallet continues adding more and more cryptocurrencies on a regular basis. So right now it's the safest, it's the best way to store your Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, and you get a massive discount if you purchase it with the ref link below the video. Not only do you get 43 to 47% discount, you also get an additional $10 discount on the purchase with the CryptoFather ref links. So head on over to the ref link below the video in the description section of the video and get yourself a Descent wallet. Thank you for taking the time to watch me ramble. I hope to see you tomorrow in another video. For today, have a fantastic Wednesday. We're over the hump. See you tomorrow.